The lecture topic is array of structures. C language permits to declare an array of structure variables. What is the use of declaring an array of structure variables is we can create more number of records within one structure. That is the main use of going for the array of structures. Here in this example, a struct book is created, a book structure is created with the variables name, price and pages. Name occupies 10 bytes. Price occupies, since it is float, it occupies 4 bytes. Pages, it is a data type int, so it occupies 2 bytes. The total number of memory allocated for the structure is 16 bytes. The name, price, pages are called members of the structure. Book is the name of the structure. Here in this line we are creating the structure variable using arrays. How many structure variables are created here is B of 100. It means that 100 structure variables are created here. In the main function, we know that whenever we use arrays to read, to write, for everything we should use which one? For loop. Here since it is 100, we are starting the loop from 0 less than or equal to 99. Total count will be how much? 100. It reads 100 records. So they are here in this example, we are reading the name, price and pages. Percentage S to read a string, percentage F to read a float, percentage D to read a integer. Whenever we read a string, we should not give ampersand here. We should not specify ampersand here, because the string itself is having address. It is stored in a single contiguous memory location only. That's why no need to specify ampersand before the string. Then for float and for pages we should specify ampersand. B of I means first time it will read 0th record, second time it will read first record, third time it will read the B of 2 third record. Like that it will be going on up to 99. Then to print the 100 records, we require a for loop. I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 99, I plus plus is equal to I is equal to I plus 1. We know that already. To print the string, again percentage S to print a string, percentage F to print a float, percentage D to print a integer. We are printing through B of I dot name, B of I dot price, B of I dot pages. So 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 99 records it will print and come out from the program. This is the usage of going for array of structure variable. Whenever we create array of structure variable, we have to use this one. B of 100 has to be used. The size can be, it can vary from any number. You can use B of 5 also to read 5 records. You can use B of 10 to read 10 records. You can use 15 to specify 15 records. It is not fixed, the size we can create. Okay, suppose we are giving 100 means how many number of bytes will be allocated for the structure? 100 into 16 bytes. The total size of the structure will be how much? 1600 bytes is the total number of bytes allocated for the structure. This is about array of structures. What is the advantage of going for array of structure? It is used to handle more records within one structure. That is the advantage. Next our topic is nested structure. What we mean by nested structure is structure within a structure is what called nested structures. If a structure contains more than one structure as its member, it is known as nested structure. What is the use of going for nested structure is it increases the readability and reduces the complexity. That is the main usage of going for nested structures. The syntax to access a nested structure is outer structure variable dot inner structure variable dot inner structure member. This is the syntax used for nested structures. The structure can be used as a member in another structure. Look at this example, you can understand how the nested structures are originally implemented. Struct date is a date structure is created with the parameter with the members day, month of 20 and year. Int 2 plus 2 4 bytes plus 20 24 bytes will get allocated for this one. Struct employee is the another structure which is having code, name, salary, and date of joining as its member. When it is having date of joining as its member, it uses the structure date. It uses the structure date. It means that employee is the structure which contains date as its member, but date is also a data type of structure. Date is also a data type of structure. So that by this we can say that structure employee, date is a structure, within the structure employee, so it is called nested structure. Look at here how they are accessing the structure. Struct employee variable emp1 is created. Enter the employee code. We know that how to access the how to read the member of the structure. Name of the structure variable dot member variable, it is specified. emp1 dot code is specified. Then enter the salary. When we enter the salary, it is a float, so percentage f ampersand name of the structure variable dot member variable. Again enter employee date of joining. When it is asking employee date of joining, nested structure concept is used here. Nested structure, that structure date belongs to the structure, the variables of the date belongs to the structure date, so it is going here with emp1 outer structure dot doj inner structure variable dot day, emp1 outer structure doj date of joining dot month, again emp1 dot doj dot year. In this way we can access the nested structure members. Look at here, doj is the member variable of date, doj is the structure variable of date, and day is the member of doj. Like here, outer structure variable, inner structure variable, inner structure member. In this way it is accessed. When they are printing also, structure variable name dot member variable, structure variable dot member variable, structure variable dot member variable. So here when we print it, outer structure, inner structure, member of inner structure. doj is the structure variable of date, emp1 is the structure variable of employee, day is the member of the structure date, but doj is the structure variable of date. That's why here we are accessing emp1 dot doj dot day. This is the way we have to access the nested structure.